So as a lot of you guys know, I don't like smoke or drink or anything like that. Now, as a lot of you guys know, if you've been watching my content for a good amount of time, you would either A, assume that I was somebody that probably smoked a good amount of weed, or maybe just drank casually. But if you actually been around, you know, a good amount of time, you would have learned that I don't smoke or drink or do anything like that. Even during these social gatherings, I don't do any of it. I don't know, I'm that type of guy that would just sip water, I guess. I was just never really into that kind of thing, you know, to have like things messing with my brain and how I feel. It just kind of freaks me out. Like, I just don't really feel like myself. That was just always how I am. Like, I don't even like taking pills, like just Tylenol for a headache. I don't even like doing that. Now, with this being a known thing, it's assumed that I have never, ever smoked in my entire life, which is correct. But there are times in your life, like for example, when you get your wisdom teeth taken out, where you do end up being high, technically, I guess. So when people ask me like, hey man, have you ever smoked? And I say, no, I don't smoke or anything like that. I don't get high. And they ask me, well, have you ever gotten high? And I was like, well, I mean, yeah, I've gotten my wisdom teeth taken out and they like knock you out cold and you're like, you're really high. But no, I never like intentionally got high or something like that just for surgery. That's the only time I've ever actually been high before in my life. I remember seeing videos on my timeline. There is a Twitter, multiple Twitters actually, dedicated to showing small little videos of people just after they got their wisdom teeth taken out when they're like super duper high and tired. I think when they knocked me out, they gave me like that sleeping gas. Like I put on a mask. Those vines, all those videos are fucking hilarious. Just like the shit that people come up with is ridiculous. Like people just don't even know where they are. Some people cry, some people keep laughing, some people just speak like the most ridiculous truth in the world. Like there was a dude that just started like straight hitting on the lady that did the surgery on him. A lot of people would assume that I'm that guy. No, I'm not. I'm far from that. Actually, the type of person that I am is the person that sits there like, I sat there just not even knowing what to say. I remember when I went in to go get my wisdom teeth taken out, and then they're like, here, put this mask on. We're going to turn it on now. She says, yeah, just breathe how you would normally breathe and just talk to me. And before I knew it, I think she asked me like 1 or 2 questions. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you how many questions it was. It was not many. I already know that. And I was just out cold after that. I wonder what it's like to be one of the people that performs these surgeries. You ask somebody a simple question and they're like, yeah, I get no answer. It was really weird. Like I expected like this whole sleeping gas type of stuff would, I don't know, it would have some sort of scent to it, or like I would know when I was going out. I actually didn't even know what was going on. It just happened. I'm the type of person that thinks that they can fight like some sort of sleeping gas or some shit if I just try to like keep my eyes open as wide as I possibly can. It's not possible, I promise you. It's just not. I remember I woke up and they told me, don't move, don't try to get out of your chair, don't do anything like that. Just sit here and talk to us for a while. They had me sitting there for like maybe 20 or 30 minutes asking questions like, oh, do you feel okay? Do you feel like you're having a tough time breathing? Do you feel weird at all? And since I'm like high out of my mind and my mouth is filled with like cotton and all this other stuff, I was bleeding, I couldn't feel anything. It tasted like I had a mouthful of nickels. It's just disgusting. I remember talking for like 20 or 30 minutes and then they asked me, hey, do you think you're ready to go? Can you stand up? Do you need any help? I was leaning back in like the surgery chair like this. And I was like, no, I think I'm fine. I think I'm good. And they're like, okay, try to stand up. And I was just like, okay, turned, set my feet on the floor. Legit didn't even know where my legs were. They fell out from underneath of me. I felt like a fucking infant. I had no idea how to walk. And when I was speaking to them, I was like slurring my words really bad, like on top of, you know, my mouth being really dry and filled with cotton and me being like extremely drowsy. Like I didn't even know what I was saying. All I know is that they needed to help me all the way out to the car. And then I sat in the passenger seat just like, I don't even know what I was saying to my grandpa. All he did was sit there and laugh at me no matter what I said. I don't even know what I said. Probably anything that I said probably wasn't even funny at all. He was just laughing at me. He'd probably glance over at me once in a while and I'm just sitting there like, I don't even know what the fuck I am. See, now I could actually name this video something like getting high or something like that. And I might possibly name it like this, but the thing is, I'm not gonna sneak a marijuana leaf in there, I promise. Just a picture of a fat leaf. See, a lot of YouTubers have been kind of weird about naming their videos recently. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I remember one time that somebody yelled at me and told me that I made a clickbait title. It was on a video called My Brother. And somebody left a comment on the video that said something along the lines of, wow, it's clickbait, your brother wasn't even in the video. Then I replied to it, and I was like, what the fuck are you even talking about? I talked about my brother. Then he goes and says something along the lines of, you mentioned your brother for 10 seconds throughout the entire video, and then the rest of the video, you're not even talking about it. And I watched the video back, and I'm like, there's no possible way it would be like that. There would be no reason I would name it My Brother then. And I watched it back, and the entire time that I was talking about this video, I was talking exactly about my brother. And I feel like a lot of YouTubers are like getting more and more scared to, I don't know, title their videos correctly that would look anything like clickbait. Like yesterday, I could have named my video something along the lines of moving out with like a question mark mark in it or something. Like moving out? Because yesterday I made a video talking about where, you know, I could possibly be moving out. I actually talked about moving out in the video. I can't name a video something along the lines of, the house across my street is on sale, I might move into it. I gotta get something. It just can't be so ridiculously descriptive to where it just basically says every single little detail in the video. It's just simply not possible. But you know what? I'm probably gonna name this video something along the lines of an extremely descriptive title to make sure that you are not being clickbaited. I feel like some people don't know the difference between actual clickbait and just straight misleading. I don't think I have too many boobs in the thumbnail, so if I do, well, it can't be that many. I wonder what people are going to think about this title. Either they're going to click on it very confused, or they're going to click on it knowing exactly what they're going to watch. We'll see.